We'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hauls it in. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it all in that last play.
Back to pass on second down. Unleashes one. He makes a catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense wants to bring the heat. Fighting off the defender. Another broken tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, the defense is in man coverage. The problem is they don't have guys that can match up from a size speed standpoint with this tight end. So the QB found the right matchup, was able to hit him on the corner route. And it's a big play for this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
offense, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the tailback. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fights off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got them back over the middle. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time. Got his man. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Rides the back and leaves it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And they're able to get him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Quarterback now breaking the field. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. It's caught. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Humphries. Lowers those pads. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and going, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's caught. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. And they're able to get him on the ground.
All right, defense, you've got to get this guy on the ground. You're doing a good job winning one-on-ones, and we're going to see them blitz, and they're going to be able to mix and match some of these prep.
There he goes. Oh, the sweet feet. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Spartans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it on the right.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete in total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.